what regrouping means. We've gone over some fair trades. So all digits 0 to 9 fit in each place value spot. Right? When we think about playing Bagel, Pico, Fermi, you can't put an 11 squished into the ones place. Only one digit per spot. So if you have more than that, you have to make a trade. Go ahead and write that down. It says only the digits 0 through 9 will fit in each place value spot. If you have more than that, you need to make a trade. So we're building the number 27 with our math kit. Can you fix your equation so it's back? I can trade some ones for a 10. How many ones specifically? Look back when we talked about what we need to trade. Will 5 ones give me a 10? Huh? 10. I need 10 ones. Pull out 10 ones. Count out your 10 ones. And then I want you to make a trade. I want you to put those 10 ones back in your math kit and replace it with a tens rod.
Now there's 6.
Because we're making a trade. So what I just did on my board is I crossed off all my ones that I traded. And then I added one more tens rod to show that I traded those ones for a 10. How many ones do I have left? Because I didn't trade all my ones. How many ones do I have left, Annabella? Since you're over there playing with base 10 pieces. No. You did not trade correctly. Adria, how many pieces do I have left?
2.
I have 2 left over. You see them on my board? So that's what's going to go in my ones place. Those are the only ones I have left. Now how many tens rods do I have? Don't forget, I added one from that trade. Ethan? How many tens rods do I have? I have 6. Annabella and Miranda, you should not be playing with base 10 pieces. Put your pieces down. I have 6. So 27 plus 35 is 62. I had to make a trade because I had too many ones to squish in my ones place. I had to regroup. Does that make sense? Yes? We are going to do another one. Alright, this time, you and your partner, you're going to make 81. Another partner is going to make 56. And then you are going to add them together. What? One person makes 81. One person makes 56. Unless you are by yourself. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Fingers off base 10 pieces. I don't want to hear them. You had 1, 1, and 6 ones. When you smush them together, how many ones did you get? Lucy? 7. Brayden, did you need to make a trade with that? Emma, I don't understand why you're still touching them. No. 7 ones is okay. I don't need to make a trade. But then you had 8 tens and 5 tens. How many tens was that all together? Arwen? 13. Can you squish 13 in the 10 spot?
No.
No, we have to make a trade. What did you trade? Autumn, what did you trade? Dominic, you should not be touching nothing. Huh? 8 for what? What are you going to trade 8 for? For what? No. Pull out 13 tens rods. Pull out your 13 tens rods. Alright, I cannot squish my 13 tens rods into the tens place. I have to trade something. Look at my trades. We wrote them down. Autumn, you wrote them in your notebook. Annabella, you wrote them in your notebook. What can I trade? It's in your notebook. Miranda, you are not copying anything. You're looking in your notebook for what I can trade. Annabella, you're not copying anything. You're looking in your notebook for what I can trade. Autumn, you're not writing anything. You're looking in your notebook. Annabella, hello. You're looking in your notebook. The answer is not on the screen. If you don't even know what you should be looking at, it's this part right here. The trades. We wrote down what you can trade. Which of these things can I trade when I have 13 tens? Bailey? Let's look at our first one. Does it make sense to trade 10 ones for a 10?
No.
No. Do you have 100 ones?
No. More than that.
Technically, you have 100 ones, but not bits. What do you have a lot of, Autumn? I have a lot of 10s, right? Do I have 10 of them? Autumn, do I have 10 of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more than 10. Group together 10 of them. Group together 10 tens. What are you going to make that 10-10 trade with?
100.
What are you going to make that 10-10 trade with, Bailey? 100. If you notice, it's the exact same size as your hundreds flat. So put your 10-10s back in your math kit and get out a hundreds flat because we've traded those. So I took my 10-10s and I said, nope, making a trade for 100 flat. How many 10s do I have left over? amount to go in our place value spot?
Yes.
Yes, let's go ahead and write it. 37.
No, not your answer.
37 is not my answer. Why is 37 not my answer? Annabella, why is 37 not my answer?
Not that in.
I need to add that over here. Because remember, I made that trade. So my real answer is 137. Does that make sense? Some of you are very concerning that you don't know this. Put your base 10 pieces away. For most of you, using base 10 pieces was really easy. So now we're going to go to the shortcut. Go ahead and write that equation back in your notebook. It is 27 plus 35. We already did this with base 10 pieces, and we already know we have to make a trade. So instead of doing a trade with base 10 pieces, I'm going to show you how to do it with expanded form on your notebook. So you don't need base 10 pieces, because most of you don't need base 10 pieces. Next to each number, go ahead and write out the expanded form. Gavin, this is the part where you're writing. Miranda, this is the part where you're writing. You're writing each number in expanded form. That is not expanded form. Grace, what should I have written for 27?
20 plus 7.
20 plus 7. That is expanded form. Remember, expanded form is when we break apart the number so we can see what each digit means. Adria, what is the expanded form of 35?
30 plus 5.
30 plus 5. Very good. I'm going to draw my equal bar just to keep things nice and organized. Remember yesterday I told you that it's very important to make sure our 1s are in line, our 10s are in line. It helps keep things very organized. Gavin, sit up. 7 1s plus 5 1s. Start at 7 and count on. How many 1s is that? Can I squish 12 into 1?
No.
That's way too many 1s.
You have to make a
I
trade.
cannot squish 12 in there. Dominic is yelling at me even though he should be raising his hand. I need to trade. What can I trade? Autumn, Annabelle, and Miranda, get out your 12 1s. So you can see, what can I trade? Bryce, what can I trade when I have those 12 1s? I can trade 10 of them. If I take 10 of them to the bank of Miss Miller, what is she going to give you in return?
110.
110.
And the rest of it is
So I traded my 12 1s for a 10. So I'm going to write 10 above my 10th column. Make sure you do that. No, a 10, because that's what that is. I traded that 10. Yes. Problem solved. But Emma, you're right. I couldn't trade everything, could I? How much was left over? 2. Can I make a trade with 2? No, I cannot make a trade with 2. So my leftover 1s, my 2 that are left over, are going to go in my, my 1's place. All right, now let's add our 10s. I have a 10 plus 20 plus 30. What is that? 10. Miranda, Annabella, this is a skill that you don't have. Pay attention, please. But 60. Last step is to put it back in standard form. Smush it back together. Dominic? 62. 62. Emma, question? Okay, go for it.
If you didn't know what 10 and 20 and 30, well, I know 10 plus 30 is 5.
Sure. Lots of different skills you can use. All right. Most of you seem very confident. Go ahead and solve this on your own. I'm not going to slow you down. I do want to see it in expanded form. That's the same strategy we just did. It is 48 plus 71.